Airport. Doors were open on the left.
I've never imagined the trip to Korea would be such a rebirth of my life.
好開心啊！係啊，終於可以出發啦！係啊，大家同學都好開心，你睇下。
The trip to Korea is part of Action Ark, the Peacebuilding Programme initiated by HKBU. We went through a series of workshops, community surveys, and now comes the most exciting part. We're going to Korea to learn from their society, their culture, and their history. I think we'll arrive on the coldest day of the year in Korea. I think it's minus 19 degrees, while it's positive 19 in Hong Kong. So we end up just dressing up like onions. On the second morning, we went to the peace building.
So that the responsibility goes to how you restore the harm that you caused. People gathering and sharing their stories. The stories of the pain, stories of the wounds.
We learned restorative justice, which encourages the victim and the criminal to sit together to talk about what exactly happened and harm caused, and which way we can learn and think deeper about the things that happen and try to prevent them from happening again, rather than just throwing them into jail and to court where they can never learn.
이거는 이제 꿈 많은 어린 소녀들이 열매를 자기의 꿈을 인생의 꿈을 열매 맺지 못하고 일본 군인들이 따버린 그걸 상징을 하는 거예요.
In a house of sharing, we learn the stories behind the word comfort women. The creepiest thing for me is that though I've heard about the word in Chinese history and in films thousands of times, but when you actually stand in front of the paintings, we actually hear the stories from the mouth of the experiencer. You're not anymore an observer, but you feel like a part of this. This could happen anytime, anywhere again. And you feel the impulse to do something, to stop this. You feel the burden on your shoulder and you feel the responsibility.
Hi. Where are you from? I'm from Hong Kong. We are all from Hong Kong. 因為你嘅係透明嘅，
所以咪貴啲咯。
係咯。即係冬天真係冬天真係。
酸爽啊！好驚啊！哇，係咪眼球太大？佢對到呢度咯。呢度咯，唔係啊嘛，係啊真㗎，係成驚啊！即係佢唔會攞個鉗，然之後就幫你塞嗰啲入去。小朋友啊，嚇？你要塞女仔啊？
唔係啊，佢係要睇嘅。
我問佢有咩得着佢？靚女好寒嘅啫，
係個校園。
Then we went to the Chonil building, where the traces of gunshots during the Gwangju uprising was discovered. Our schedule is quite tight, and we didn't get the chance to know the full story and history behind this building and the full historical event. But we sense the spirit and courage of Gwangju government and people to seek the truth, to reflect on the mistakes, and always learn from history.
So with this part, we need to express our feelings, and the other one need to listen well.
We got a bit time to talk to local students.
I'm Steph. Yeah.
We talked, but only in the language of snow.
Not fair.
Hey, you boy, she is girl. Super fair.咁穩定嘅你點解？
因為我真係分。
OK，關事嘅。
未落地。
結咗冰嘅個手套。
朴正熙暗杀，然后临时总统，然后呢军事叛乱，12月。
The more I learn about the history of this city and country, the more I realize how valuable our peaceful life is. We've been spoiled by the peaceful time, and when chaos and violence come, we might not be able to cope with them well. Even if it's not international peace building, we find it hard to build peace just between our friends. I always remember the poem I read in my English literature course. Though much is taken, much abides, and there will not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven. That which we are, we are. One equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, not to ill.
어떡해.
Even if we have miserable past with the North Koreans, we should pursue the peace with them. Without conciliation and peace, we cannot imagine or promote the reunification. We Koreans always dream is to reunify again.
On the very last day, we got a chance to talk to local students at Korea Women's University. It's one of the most prestigious universities in Korea, with some of the most brilliant students. After learning about the Korean history in the past few days, now it's a perfect chance to meet the future generation of this country.
There was a time when Hillary Clinton was visiting this place that she had to have a bulletproof restroom. So we have a bulletproof restroom back there. This is called 팔복동산, the 8 blessing 동산. When they wanted to pray for the university, pray for the country, pray for whatever, like they would come up here with the students and they had like morning prayer meetings and stuff like that.
It's just another Korean traditional building. Her name is Mary Scranton, and she's the founder of our university. She thought that there needed to be a school exclusively for women, because back then women were just treated as a machine bearing babies.
It's no surprise that this is one of the most prestigious universities. And even now, their names and contribution are well known to the current students in Iowa. Their histories are remembered and their spirits are passed along. We get to date with the quotation marks some of the local students. We talked with Priscilla. She was so bright and ambitious. When she asked me who I wanted to have dinner with if I could just choose anyone, she was surprised in my answer. I was just saying a film director. She asked, do I want to dine with some of the leaders or presidents of the country so that we can discuss with them the social and environmental issues and how to solve them? She wanted to be a politician to influence the world and make it a better place. I was stunned. Not because of her ambition, but because I was just once as ambitious as her. But now, where am I? The trip to Korea is the rebirth of my life. It makes me reflect on myself again. What's happening in my life now? What do I want to do? And where?